I love America, and I know we face enormous problems, but I also know he can deal with them and handle them. I'm not an expert in a lot of things, but I'm pretty knowledgeable about what it takes to be president. Since I were one. And he's got what it takes. He's got character, backbone, philosophy, vision. He can deal with crises. And he'd make a really good president.
President George W. Bush talking with Sean Hannity alongside his brother Jeb as they are campaigning in North Charleston. We're back with the panel. David, how much a difference in South Carolina does this campaign trip make?
Look, Jeb has put everything now into South Carolina. You get the press releases saying this is his strongest state. Jeb, a few months ago, said he was going to win South Carolina. All you hear about is how President George W. Bush is amazingly popular there. But Trump has now made South Carolina primary, I think, a referendum on the Bushes and whether you can diss them. Because the stuff that's coming out of his mouth at a press conference today, in the debate about 9/11, and not only saying it happened on Bush's watch, but saying he's responsible for it, saying he lied about WMDs. I mean, this is scathing stuff. But frankly, no one knows if it's going to matter because everyone has predicted his fall before on all the things he said. No one knows it's going to matter.
Well, he had a big lead coming in, Charles, and by doing this, by the way, he had 2 press conferences. I think he has had one that started a little while ago. 2 press conferences today, inserting himself into the George W. Bush, Jeb Bush story. Any reporter is going to ask what Trump said. What about this tactic?
Look, this is a very high-stakes gamble for a guy who's got a 10 or 20-point lead in a state that would, you know, send him on the way to the nomination, or at least make him the prohibitive favorite if he wins by something like that margin. He didn't have to gamble this. You wonder if was this a calculation, or was it just a reaction in the debate where it got the best of him? With Trump, you never know, although he has cleverly done that, taken risks in the past, and he's never been injured by it. So maybe he figures if Jeb is putting everything on his relationship with the brother, on the family, and he attacks him head on, this could be a place where he takes him down and stays the runaway front runner. It's a gamble. I mean, when you begin to sound like Michael Moore, you were praised by Code Pink openly, and you're saying things that even the leading Democrats will not say, that you deliberately led us into war knowing it was a lie. That's pretty extreme. If he gets away with that without some diminishment of his support, that means he really is Teflon Don.
Meantime, the Democrats are out in Nevada pressing their luck out there. Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, take a listen.
And everything in my political gut tells me that we have the momentum here in this state. That if people come out in large numbers on caucus day, we're going to win here in Nevada.
He wants to move toward what he calls single payer. I agree. The goal is great. We got to get everybody covered. We got to get costs down so everybody can afford what they need. But I think the last thing our country needs right now is to be plunged into another contentious debate about health care. It will gridlock us.
Common line from Hillary Clinton, I am not a single-issue candidate. That has come up again and again. George.
What candidate is she? She lost in 2008 to Barack Obama, in part because she did not take seriously the caucus states. Now, here's one, and she's obviously taking seriously because she canceled the event in Florida. Her people, sort of managing expectations, said, well, Nevada is not her style because it's 80% white. It's not at 70% white. It actually should be in her wheelhouse for the following reason. It is, after New Jersey and California, the most urbanized state. 73% of Nevadans live in one metropolitan area, the Clark County, Henderson, Las Vegas area. And it's a heavily unionized population because of the many hotel and casino workers there. So she should do well there. But one metric of momentum is number of donors and size of crowds, and she's just getting crushed by Sanders, who also, in a sign of confidence, is saying, by the way, the 350 superdelegates we have to challenge as anti-democratic.
It will be an interesting week ahead of Nevada and South Carolina for the Republicans. That's it for the panel.